Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Lacavelli, and we back. This time it's new twist, new take, new year. I got a great friend of mine, a great Duck fan. Me and him, we agree on a lot of things. We're not yes mans. We pretty much keep 100 about everything. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys they like sugarcoating about stuff. We're gonna keep it real, man. And this show that we're gonna be bringing to y'all this year, y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all really gonna love it. Y'all gonna love the takes. Whether you agree with it or not, is our opinion at the end of the day, man. And with that being said, we're finna go ahead and jump into it. Coach White, you can go ahead, introduce yourself.
How you doing? How you doing, everybody? My name is Coach White. Actually a football coach myself. Right now I coach at St. Anthony's DB coach, and I'm a diehard Oregon Ducks fan. Like Lacavelli was saying, that we're gonna keep it raw and real. You know, some things you're gonna love, some things you might not even like at all. But it's our opinion, and we're gonna keep it at that. You know, if you don't like it, keep it respectful. If you love it, give us thumbs up. That's all we could ask for. All right.
Yes, sir. So jumping into it, what made you become a Duck fan? Around what time was it?
What made me become a Duck fan is I came a Duck fan actually around '98 with Keely Smith. You know what I'm saying? That actually kind of crazy because it wasn't actually a great year, but it's just that I just like that the point that they was always like innovators. You know what I'm saying? It was like, at the time I still remember like Keely Smith just dominating balling that year. That was actually the year he was the number 3 pick overall. I don't know too many people know that, the Cincinnati Bengals, but that's when, and plus two, Oregon Ducks was getting a lot of Cali fans. I am from California, so it's a lot of Duck fans out here now, but back then it actually wasn't because at the time Oregon Ducks was actually in the middle of the row in the Pac-10 at the time. Now they Pac-12. So I am just, like the Keely Smith. Then behind Keely was actually Joy Harrington, and that's when we start actually like building a name for ourselves. But what actually made me take over was actually, what made me actually like become a diehard fan is actually I seen the movement before the movement ever happened. Um, it was I said 2000, 2001. That was Joy Harrington going into his Heisman. Actually, that was our Joy Harrington, and we was actually pushing the national, going to the Heisman, pushing him to be the Heisman.
Yeah.
And I saw it was him where they put a poster in the middle of USC territory. Have you ever been to you ever been to LA? Have you ever been to USC, the Coliseum? They have a big, like a not even a billboard, a big monitor billboard that let everybody know who's playing at the time, what games
Right.
and everything. Anything, it was a big billboard of Keenan, Sammy Parker, which is from Long Beach Poly, and Keenan Ori, which was Los Alamitos, both catching the ball, and they was kind of like Nike. That's what Nike, what I'm saying, behind that was, the brand of Oregon, because it was always Nike was always affiliated with Jordan. But
Right.
that's when around the first time Nike started getting affiliated with Oregon. Then when I saw that, I was like, wow, okay, all right. It's I'm kind of like, seeing what's going on. I'm seeing it. Then the whole movement behind you, getting to the Joy Harrington in the New York when they put the billboard out there. I think that was the same year too. So the whole move behind Nike pushing it, pushing Oregon, the brand, and I'm liking what I'm seeing, the innovator. That I was like, okay.
It'll probably be for most fans. That's like my era will probably be Dennis Dixon era. Like I told you before, just that offense and what they brought to the table, and just that new school of calling plays. Me, I'm an offensive guy, big time, and just getting into that and how he was doing things before like that knee injury. That what made me a fan. I'll probably say around like that time of Dennis Dixon era, what made me a fan and fell in love. Your era of liking them, like you said, with Harrington and Smith as well. How do you see it? Do you see that like the programs better now than then, or what would you say if you compare and contrast the two?
The program's way better now.
Yeah.
Um, back then it was like it was a beginning. It was the if you want to say how it is, it was the pre-narrative stage. Today's the grown man of the brand.
Right.
Then the brand was just born. Now he went through all the years of the Chip Kelly becoming a teenager to Mark Helfrich becoming a dope, but kind of like a dope that dropped out of college.
Yeah.
But now that same adult right now is back on track to get his life together. And this is the full brand right now where we competing at a high level, getting the kids with the Alabamas of the world and the Ohio States of the world. That
Yeah.
wasn't done in the past. We were just winning, just based on, just high speed technology and being an innovator with the offense. We was winning. But now we look across the field against any team, including SEC, we had the talent to go against them.
Right. I agree. I agree. To piggyback off of that, I would say pretty much those era days was pretty much the stepping stone to where we are now. Yeah, honestly can't get no better. It's just it seems like we just keep climbing, not only with just the Nike and technology that just keep going up and up. I just feel like the level of play, the recruiting, as we done seen the last 2, 3 years, well, too. And from there, it's only gonna get bigger. And I can honestly say it's gonna be soon to where we actually see a national championship. You know what I'm saying? Because the most joke Oregon fans get, the number one joke we get is you got all those jersey combinations and zero championship. But even when we do win the championship, they still gonna probably say that same joke, even though we won. But to actually see Oregon win the national championship, I honestly think that's gonna be amazing. And I really can't wait for it, honestly. I feel like it's coming soon. And with that being said, like you said, with the younger guys, we're gonna jump into next segment. I want to ask you, and I want your honest opinion. We done heard it a lot from a lot of fans. Even Chris Ball said after we lost to Iowa State about being young. Even though we was young this year, that's not an excuse for losing. So a lot of fans, with how the season went this year, they kept saying that we're young. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel that's misleading?
Very misleading. Very misleading. We probably was young in far as like player wise and freshmen, sophomores, but they really did contribute to the team.
Right.
Everybody that played was basically seniors, well, super seniors now, but seniors and juniors. So you had like George Moore, left tackle, super senior now, senior. You had our left guard, then he's a transfer in Bass.
Yes, yeah.
He's a junior. Our for say Alex was what, third year sophomore, 3 years. Then you had Ryan Walk or Stephen Jones or even Mole, which is a second year JC transfer. Then you had Jones or Mole on the outside, which is Jones is his third year and will be a fourth year this year. Last year, then you had Johnny Johnson, receiver, super senior now, Red senior, Pittman sophomore, quarterback Charles that been in the program for 3 years, Verdell 3 year starter. Okay, that's offense. Defense, you had Scott senior, you had Foley senior, Thibodeau sophomore, one of the best, probably the top 5 sophomore in the country by far. I say maybe top 3. So he's a stud. Only I say young. Okay, I give young as in like right. It's the second year, but everybody was saying around that he's the top corner in the nation.
Yeah.
They were saying that last year, but he had to play behind ground, which is understandable. So we can't give that excuse. We say he the best. You can't say that. Okay, then we have on the other side, Dimmador. You know what I'm saying? So now, Damu. So he's a senior. So we can't say he was young near. McKinley started freshman year, second year starter. Okay. Now Jamal Hill, first year starter. Okay. Only a sophomore too. So we was young at that. And nitpicking, 3 year starter, senior. What we young at? Please tell me.
I don't see it. I didn't see it at all.
So yeah, that's bull crap. I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
agree
why I
with that.
say too. Is
Even,
that's just a loser mentality excuse.
even being young, it's no excuse to still lose a Cal Oregon State. Even Iowa State should never
I
even be
would
close
say,
to it.
but the
Iowa State should. I mean,
to
they had a good team this year. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
now you got Iowa State actually had when we talking the awards, all their freshmen and all their young guys won those awards. Besides Sewell, you know what I'm saying? He won the freshman defensive award, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it was no excuse to lose those games. There's no excuse because like we
Yeah.
talked about plenty of
Oregon
times
State.
before. Well, you got Ohio State, you got Alabama, you got Clemson. They
Mm-hmm.
freshmen, they come in and go crazy. But
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't the case for us. You just debunked the fact that technically we wasn't young at all. You know what I'm saying? The O line that we did have, besides the JUCO transfer, those guys was going against the number one defense the past year. You know what I'm saying? Getting reps. So mentally, they wasn't young. You know what I'm saying? They should have been there. So it honestly shouldn't have been an excuse. It shouldn't be an excuse. And now moving forward, just like you said, with this year, we got a full off season to prepare to, you know what I'm saying, lift weights, you know what I'm saying, get it in on the field, learn your playbooks. What's going to be the excuse now moving forward? Is there an excuse? Should there be an excuse? Are we talking young again for this season as well?
No, and we should. Oregon, to me, should never have an excuse. We passed the excuse days
Yeah.
now. To our floor, our floor should be Rose Bowl. That's the floor.
Right.
Ceiling, national championship, and everything between that.
Right.
Floor, Rose Bowl. That's it. That's it. We're there now. We're there. And that's what I expect.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that, honestly, especially with these last two recruiting class. Oh, man,
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. I can't wait. But y'all stay tuned. We're gonna get more to the recruiting class, not this episode though. But we just got that big hire. If you want to call it a big hire. Me personally, I kind of call it mids. But we're gonna break down Tim DeRuyter. Me, honestly, I didn't like the hire. And I don't want to say it from a personal aspect just because his Fresno State days, it was some clash. Me being a Fresno, me being a JUCO recruit out of Fresno, not having the ability to go to Fresno State, even though I was in house. And that's another story for another time. Even with Josh Allen, you know what I'm saying? Josh Allen, a lot of people don't know Josh Allen is from yeah, Josh Allen is from the area.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't, send recruit a top 10 draft pick. So, hey.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And Josh Allen, he played for the rival school of Fresno City, where I played for. And you would think it would be a pipeline where Fresno State would be a bigger school, better school, because there's a lot of athletes from Fresno. Even Steve Stevens, our safety from Oregon, is from Fresno. And there's Kendall Milton from Fresno. He's up come for Georgia. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be one of the premier backs soon. But there's a lot of guys I can go through. But at his time there, it's like, man, you could have more athletes. It is what it is. But let's go ahead and break him down now that he wears the Oregon uniform as a coach, calling X and O's. Let's go ahead and jump into his background pretty much. Really, let's start there. Some of the athletes he coached, his previous stats. You know what I'm saying? He's 31 and 30 as a head coach. So he can win, he can lose. He's from your area.
Okay, but I'm gonna get deeper than that though. I'm gonna take it a step further though.
Go ahead, let's jump into it.
Probably didn't know. So everybody's saying about he was 30 and 31. Yes. But a lot of them wasn't his players. When he had his players, he had got fired, and Taffer came in and I think went like 30 and like 13 the next 2 years with his players.
I didn't know that.
So yeah, you could go ahead and check it out. Yeah, go ahead and check it out though. So a lot of people be on his head about recruiting. I kind of like want to answer your question, kind of like going backwards about understanding about him not recruiting the pipeline of Fresno.
Yeah.
But he wasn't as a recruiter as everybody making him out to be. And when he was 30 and 31, I heard that he really didn't really like he kind of like wanted to be the head coach or overseer. He really didn't put the stamp on the defense like he normally does, because that's his thing. He let the coach be coaches. You know, I don't want to say that, saying Fresno is a good, saying a good a good what we gonna have a good option, what we gonna see. I don't know, but me personally, I kind of like been reading about it. I like what I see. I think it was actually a good hire because we have talent across the field right now, and we need to be coming at them. I think we got the guys that could go man to man on the corners and come at them, come at the quarterback, come at the quarterback, come at the quarterback, and just throw some zones every now and then and put the nickel in every now and then to throw them off. But I think our main bread and butter need to come at the quarterback because we got the athletes.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's what he do. He loves to come at the quarterback. He loved to come at him. And that's what I'm excited about.
Honestly, that's why it's more so my take is just from being Fresno State. So that's why I kind of get in the gist of, yeah, I don't like Tim DeRuyter, you know what I'm saying? Not on a personal level, but as a coach, just go from back then. But once I found out we're supposed to be going, whether it's a 4-3, 4-2-5, it's like, okay, he get two thumbs up for me just because I want to see man. I want to see cover zero a few times, you know what I'm saying? Because that's honestly what you see out of Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State. Because me personally, I study them just as much as I study Oregon and see if Oregon really got what it take to play these guys. You know what I'm saying? We got Ohio State coming up, but in the long run, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And finishing means being in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? We got Keith Hayward leaving, you know what I'm saying? Not get off topic, but he was a good, you know what I'm saying, recruiter. It's still a question mark as far as him being the head man of calling plays. But I'm ready to, like you said, we got the talent. And if you look at his past, probably with this group of kids he got now, there's probably the most talent he done had in his hands by far.
Yes, I think so too. Also too, everywhere he's been, like if it's not the first year, the second year, the defense got a lot better. Got a lot better, you know what I'm saying? So even with that Cal was terrible. And in 2 years, he had them ranked in like, I think, top 20s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe 25, if I'm not mistaken. In the second year, 33. You know what I'm saying? Then you know what I'm saying, he played with big, big linebackers, and that's what we got, big linebackers. You know what I'm saying? That's a Weaver flow for us. That is bigger, faster, and stronger than the linebackers he had. And they was all Americans. So I'm liking, what I'm saying, what he could do with them. I would love to see what he would do with them. With that kind of speed, that kind of size.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. And he had Von Miller, and you already know Von Miller could look like on our squad.
Right.
I don't know if people know, but he coached Von Miller at Texas A&M. So, and Von Miller was a 3-star. He was a 3-star, and he made him the number 2 pick overall. So if he got an actual 5-star with that kind of talent coming off the edge,
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Was he there with Myles Garrett?
I don't know. No, he wasn't there with Myles Garrett.
He wasn't there with my I think it was just Von Miller.
I think what's the name? No, something was there. He was there with Von Miller. He was there.
Yeah. So that was said, like you just mentioned,
Garrett guy.
Like you just mentioned with the linebackers, pretty much that's what we're gonna break down today, the linebackers in the DB group. How do you see it playing out? You know what I'm saying? With new coaches come, most of the time they want to get acquainted with their younger guys. Most of the guys that's been there around other coaches, they get the short end of the stick pretty much. But how do you see it playing out? Like you said, you mentioned with Flo. Flo haven't seen the field for us. We know Seawell did his thing, but with Seawell and Flo, it was supposed to be 1A and 1B for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't see them guys playing behind each other, rotating. I want to, and I hope to see them play next to each other. There's also guys who be on the team, you know what I'm saying, 2-3 years, 4 years. Also, you know what I'm saying, Ajax coming back off his injury. He didn't get to see the field too much. How do you see this playing out?
I vision Oregon does have 4 5-star starters next year. I can't wait to see Flo next to Sewell. That combination of 6'2", 240, 4.5 speed. going sideline to sideline. And
sir.
that's, I would love to see. Then I would love to see Adrian Jackson too, that could actually cover the slot and come off the edge too, just as fast, 6'2", 230. Then of course, Thibodeau, then everything. So I love our linebacker crew. I love Mace Funa too,
Yes, fool. Sure.
so everything, but the wild card with that right there is could Flo overtake um
Slade, Isaac.
Slade, Isaac
Yeah.
Slade. If it's a fair opportunity, it's going to be difficult to keep Flo off the field.
All right.
But some depending on the coach, senior, being for a couple of years, I don't really know. But if it's a fair opportunity, I believe Flo overtakes him, especially with a full spring, full summer, a full year of lifting weights. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I really believe that.
I see it too, man. That's why, like, just seeing what Sewell did and how he elevated that fast, it's gonna be the same thing with Flo. But you're gonna see more.
Now, let me ask you this though: could you see him switching Slade to take AJ's spot? 'Cause I think Slade could do the same thing AJ could do too. He could kind of cover the slot too.
I mean, that is true. That is true. I can see it happening.
I would be 100% on AJ if I knew for sure he had a history of injury.
Yeah, that's true.
He haven't did it for a long period of time. That's the only he had to show me something, you know. But it's very rare though. He's always hurt. He was hurt at the end of the year this year.
Yeah,
So it's the only thing though.
that's true. And I see with that 4-3, majority of that, you see Funa probably going down to the DN,
Yeah.
which would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but them three spots, man. I mean, Ajax, I love him in coverage purposes, but we probably see a lot of rotating too, man. Honestly, but I would like to see Ajax, Sewell, and Flo at linebacker positions right off bat.
Also, I love our backups too, man. I want to see
Yeah.
Lavrel. I want Jason Leduc. They 4 stars too. I want to see all of them.
Yeah, the
I
thing
see,
is about the dude, he remind me of Flo as well too. Like he gonna bring it. He gonna really hit you. So even with Keith Brown coming in, they said Keith Brown and our old lineman Jackson Light, they was really big on getting like a lot of guys to come to Oregon. I really big, especially Keith Brown.
Yeah, I heard that.
And Keith Brown, I don't think he got to play this past season because Oregon they council football too. He passed the eye test as well too, but I feel like we're deep. And then you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of talk with Henry on Toto. Hopefully I'm saying his last name right. I'll be butchering a lot of people's name, but he may come to us. I'm not sure about that. JTT supposed to be Ohio State lean. It could now come down to Belma, Oregon. I don't know. Honestly, I would love to see him too. I don't get my hopes up.
What I'm hearing though, he's waiting to go to Ohio State, but he never been before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Go out there and not like it, then there you go. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? Who knows? So, no, but yeah, most likely, yeah, he's Ohio State lean because he got his buddy going with him, Eureka.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So, but
you
we'll see.
You really can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with when you think D lines in the NFL. You think Oregon. You think Ohio State with the top guys that really been balling. I forgot his name, bro. I'm so bad with names. Armstead, excuse me, and Buckner. Excuse me. Then you got
I'm saying with names too. That's why I was like, oh,
yeah.
I know everybody was up my. You come across my, you know what I'm saying? Even with Demo, I was like, oh,
yeah. You got Justin Holland. Justin Holland's balling with the Rams. Jeltsy still trying to find his way. I kind of figured it'd be like that.
You know what? You don't really talk about this guy, you know what I'm saying? About he was actually the middle guy at Oregon was Henry Maldu with Pittsburgh with Armstead and all them. You don't remember him?
I honestly don't.
Henry Maldu played for
Oh,
Pittsburgh. Now he was 92. He was 90.
I
He was a
gotta
nose
look
guard
him.
for
I
us.
didn't even know.
He's having a nice NFL career.
I didn't even
Yeah,
know.
he had a
Honestly,
nice NFL career for us.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
good,
you can check him
man.
out.
I'm for sure check him out. But yeah, even with Ohio State, they got what's his name? Slave coming back #2. That receiver. They got Garrett Wilson, young cat. But if you look in depth of Ohio State receivers and how they're recruiting them, man, they got some monsters coming in at receivers. They got some monsters, but it's gonna be
Yeah,
exciting to see us play them.
they had a mock Fleming. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be just as good as all of them.
Yeah,
Probably, you know what I'm saying? Michael Thomas supposed to be one of the best ever at Ohio State. He didn't play. He was a 5-star last year.
yeah.
So we'll see how they put him in here with everybody, but you know what I'm saying? But this is supposed to be art. This is okay. We gotta show it on the field because you know what I'm saying. I mean, in the past, you know what I'm saying, with the with the guys we had, man, with the Mitchells, the Troy Hills, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So yeah. So our DBs, man, from Bird and Thurman, you know what I'm saying, that Bird, Thurman, and Ward that did it not just at Oregon, at the high level in NFL. We got, for me to say, you know what I'm saying, we got possibly these could be the best DBs ever. They got to show it on the field. But far as like recruiting, far as the height, these are the top DBs we ever recruited. And Wright and Manny. So when you got these guys that live up to the height, we go man across the board right there. Then we have our safeties. That's going to be, now I have to see the defense, see how we're going to do it because we was running 3-3-5. So we want to see, are they going to make Hill a safety or are they going to still just be a nickel? Or McKinley's going to be a safety, or who's going to actually fight for the boundary safety when because Pickett is actually gone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to actually, it's going to be a dog fight for that one.
I definitely agree with that.
One position is open. One's going to take it away. One's going to take it away. So it's going to be a dog fight. Sloan was actually a bigger recruit coming out of high school than we have, what's his name? And Javon Hollins.
Yeah.
But Javon Hollins, sometimes we can't really go on that, recruiting because the better player could be this guy and that guy, So I like to see what Sloan go do. And I actually, it's a dark horse nobody's going to talk about. But hey, Oregon fans, please, I want y'all to do your research on this guy right here. When you get done watching the video, YouTube Brian Addison highlights and see him on the defensive side. That's all I'm going to say.
That's true.
YouTube Brian Addison highlight on the defensive side. And you're going to be wondering, why was he wasting his time as a receiver?
That's true.
I think he could actually come in and start right away. 6'5", sideline to sideline ball hawk. It's a hard hitter. Yeah, he has a great opportunity to play away on the defensive side as a safety.
I agree.
So yeah, but yeah, I like our corners. I love Manny and Wright. I love Manny and Wright on the outside. And this is gonna be a big test. You know what I'm saying? Be a big test against Ohio State. Hey, this is it. If Wright want to be the first round pick, as I think he should be, you gotta show up. As simple as that. You gotta show up that game.
That's the game right there where the scouts gonna be at. They're gonna be at that game because you got a guy who could have went out, you know what I'm saying, and got drafted in the middle of the draft, which is Slave. If I'm saying the last name right, but #2 for Ohio State. He's a speedster, you know what I'm saying, he beat you on the top. But this is it. This is it. And if I'm DeRuyter, play these guys, man. You know what I'm saying? The zone is beautiful, you know what I'm saying? But it's known that you like the blitz. And with coming blitz, you guys gotta play man. So it's good against good. And we gonna see who really not.
We're gonna be on them. We gonna be on them. That's the game we should win. We
Yeah.
should win that game.
Yeah.
Quarterback, it's gonna be probably a freshman, sophomore quarterback.
Yeah. Stroud. Yep.
Like I said, we have the talent across the board. The running back, they backup running backs wasn't that good. You see what Sherman went out the game in championship, how they do. You know what I'm saying? You want to say, oh man, Coach White, oh man, that's against Alabama. Alabama defense wasn't that great this year. But if you want to say that, look at the other games with Sherman then ball, how Ohio State looked. Master T was okay. Just a nice size. It's a bully guy, but we got linebackers to pop his ass back.
Yeah.
So that's a game I'm looking forward to. Yes, we're gonna. But if you really look at Oregon, the last few years, we don't get blown out against teams you think we're gonna lose or get blown. We don't get blown out. Yeah. We don't blow teams out like I think we should. But against that Auburn game, we should have won. We should have won. Auburn game
and Auburn game. Man, that game right there. I hate talking about that game, man. Just because we have so many receivers. Say it again.
And that year, Auburn gave LSU their toughest game behind Alabama. But he came, I don't even know. Auburn gave them a tougher game because they were blowing Alabama out. And Alabama just made a last-minute run. But it was nick and tuck in that LSU Auburn game. Boom, 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 boom. Nick and tuck. Could have went either way. Either way. I think it was a last-second interception that Nick threw is to save the game. Something happened that saved it, but Auburn could have won. Should have won.
Definitely
and
right.
We was kicking Auburn ass the whole game. The whole game we was kicking their ass. So I don't like doing a translation.
With Aurora, and we had like injuries. We almost won it though.
Yeah, I don't want to do the triangle theory. Oh yeah, we would have hung with LSU in the playoffs, but I think we would have gave a better game to Oklahoma or Clemson. That's just me, but who knows?
Which is true. But to break down this video, pretty much what we've been talking about to piggyback off that. What's to come for the 2021 season? For me, Fresno State, that's a little tune-up game. Ohio State, me personally, I feel that we will beat Ohio State by I would say 10 points. I'm gonna go 10 points, and from there should be no discussion. We should go undefeated next year. Honestly, if we get past Ohio State, me personally, it probably raises question marks if it's if it's a struggle. A good struggle in the sense we win by field goal, cool. But if we win by 10 points, I think we're gonna win by 10 points. There should be no close fight with no team in the Pac-12 at all, honestly.
Right.
We should not lose.
It shouldn't. But for some reason, man, we just ain't been beating the Pac-10, 12 like we should.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. We should go undefeated, but I say that every year. So. The reason I'm confident of Ohio State because I know we'd be there. We'd be ready. We're gonna be ready for that game.
Yeah,
we're ready for the Michigan State. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be ready for that game. I'm confident in that game. But certain games, just we'll see. But I'm hoping this be the year. But like I said, I expect national championship every year. That's just every year now. From now on, every year. Like I said, Sealand national championship game, Florida Rose Bowl. And next year, I think this is our year.
Yes, sir. I agree with that. So we can go ahead and get up out of here. Our next topic, we'll be talking about the main two will be quarterbacks and receivers in those positions. And y'all just stick around, stay tuned, man, for the next episode. You got anything to say before we get out of here, Coach?
No, man, I appreciate it. Man, I just want to salute, man. Everybody have a blessed one.